It's time for a Drunk Talk TV Music Industry News Desk Report.
Strap yourself in for where prohibited batteries not included, not available in the state of shock.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Hello, Nja. Thank you for joining me yet again this week. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and it's always a pleasure to spend time with you, Madame. So thank you so much. Oh, no, I have to say it right. Mademoiselle.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So thank you so much, and hi to everybody out there, and it's always a pleasure. So thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, of course. And feel free to tell us where you're watching from. We're watching the comments, so comment where you're from.
Absolutely.
All right.
So maybe we should start with it, right? So where are you broadcasting from, Miss Shylee?
I am broadcasting from the small town of Cortez, Colorado, where I grew up. So.
Oh, that's beautiful, and I love that fireplace behind you. I love that. That looks so pretty.
Thank you.
I am in Globe, Arizona. It's a small town about 100 miles east of Phoenix, and we love it up here. So, hi, everybody.
Yes. All righty. It's time for our icebreaker.
Now it's time for
All right, Nja, so I've got one for you this week. Is there a song that every time you hear it, it gets stuck in your head for days at a time?
Oh, my gosh. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the one that's in my head now? Because there was one. Oh, my goodness. Okay, come on. And I was singing it. No, it wasn't that one. So that's usually what happens. Oh my gosh, now which one is it? Of course, now that you asked me, I can't remember, right? But let's see. Well, you know what? Now I'm stuck. So give me a minute. You answer first, and hopefully it'll come back and weave back in.
Yes, of course. It's always, the songs that you don't really want to have stuck on your head that get stuck in your head. It's never your favorite song.
Mhm.
I actually have one that it hasn't happened in a while, but I had a recurring one that I would go months without hearing the song, but I would notice if my brain went on autopilot, I would start humming along to Frosty the Snowman. It is ridiculous. I don't know why I would do it in the middle of July, and it was just a weird thing for a couple of years. It hasn't happened in a while. I hope it doesn't happen again because it was really annoying, but
So of course, now that you said that, my mind went straight to, and this one actually is a favorite of mine. So I'm gonna break the rules just a little bit, but it's the Heat. Since you said that, it's the Heat Miser song.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
I
Yep.
love it. And anytime it's around that time of year, I'm singing the Heat Miser song. Bum, 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 Mr. Da, da, da. I love it. I love it. I used to hum it and sing it all the time, and it drives everybody crazy, but I do it anyway.
Yeah. And
But thank
viewers,
you. Thank you so much.
yeah, viewers, feel free to chime in with your answers as well. We'd love to hear them.
Definitely.
It's time for This Day in Music History. Why not the whole week? Because we'd be here forever.
And so this day in music history, or this day in music, 2014, Weird Al Yankovic became the first comedy act to hit #1 in the U.S. in more than 50 years. His 14th album, Mandatory Fun, was his best-selling record since 1991 and took the top spot on the U.S. album chart. The last comedy album to reach #1 in the U.S. was Alan Sherman's My Son, the Nut in 1963.
That's a long time to go without having a comedy act hit top spot, but it's got to go to Weird Al Yankovic if it's going to be anyone. So
That's true. You know what that's interesting about it though? They did. I wonder. I guess comedy albums, like the spoken word. I guess that doesn't go in that category.
I guess not.
Yeah, right. Because you would think that would be part of it too. So that's interesting though.
It must be categorized differently by the charts. So
yeah.
All right. In 1999, the Woodstock Festival ended in riots and chaos with 120 people arrested, 3 people dead, and many hospitalized after drinking polluted water. The 3 that tragically lost their lives were all due to separate incidents. But yeah, the Woodstock 99 festival ended today in 1999. So
That's, you know what? I didn't know that. You know, you hear all this other stuff about Woodstock, but is that one of my babies in the back?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you always hear all those things about Woodstock, but you never hear about that. So that's something good that people should pay attention to and make sure that, you know, clean water, people, clean water. That's a New York water thing.
Yeah.
In 1983, Metallica released their debut studio album, Kill 'Em All. Hey, since then, the album has been regarded as groundbreaking for the thrash metal genre because of its musicianship, fusing old waves of British heavy metal riffs with hardcore punk tempos.
Very cool. Okay, in 1981, Air Supply went to #1 on the US singles chart with The One That I Love. This was the band's only US #1 and made them the first Australian band to hit #1 in the US. That's pretty cool that they got to be the first Australian band. I don't, know if many people have done it since. I would have to look that up.
And anyone that has not been down under, please take the time and go. It's what a beautiful country, beautiful cities. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it there. I was blessed enough to go there a couple of times, so I'm really happy. But that plane ride is long.
I can imagine. I think that's what's in the way of a lot of people visiting.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wow. It's long, but is what a beautiful place. And the food, everything is just absolutely gorgeous. And the people, this is a cool place. So if you can, definitely visit. Take the time and visit. So in 1980, AC/DC released their 6th internationally released album, Back in Black, which was also the first ADC album. I'm a mess. Recorded without former lead singer Bon Scott, who had passed away in February of that year. The album has sold an estimated 49 million copies worldwide to date, making it the second best-selling album of all time.
That's a really iconic album. That is the album I think that I know the most AC/DC songs from. So
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have a favorite one? A favorite song?
Oh, yeah, I think Thunderstruck is really good. I think it's kind of a basic answer, but I really do enjoy it every time it comes on.
Oh my goodness, yes. And it's a lot of like background for a lot of stuff too, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yep.
Maybe that'll be the song that's going to live in my head for a while now.
Possibly. Who knows? All right. In 1969, Neil Young appeared live with Crosby, Stills, and Nash for the first time at the Fillmore East in New York. Originally, Young was asked to help out with live material only, but collaboration led to him joining the group on and off for 30 years. That's pretty cool. That's, I think they became more known by all 4 names after a while because of that.
I think so too. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because he's such an integral part of the band now, or the group. So that's why people just refer to him all the time, which makes sense. After 30 years, I think so. Right?
Yeah, yes.
In 1969, the Seattle Pop Festival took place over the course of 3 days. The festival hosted so many big artists that weekend, including the Byrds, Chicago, Transit Authority, Led Zeppelin. Dan's going to get me for that. Led Zeppelin, Santana, Ike and Tina Turner, Alice Cooper, the Young Byrds, and many more.
Yes, very iconic lineup for 69. That is really awesome. It must have been a great time to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In 1964, the Beatles' third album, A Hard Day's Night, started a 20-week run at #1 on the UK album charts. It was the first Beatles album to be recorded entirely on a 4-track tape, making for good stereo mixes.
Oh,
That is really, really interesting.
that is. I like that. Oh, have you ever seen the cartoon The Yellow Submarine?
I don't think I have. If I have, it's been years and years.
Oh my goodness, that's one of my favorites. So, and it's by the Beatles. But I love that cartoon. It's their album, and they just cartoons through the whole thing, basically. But it's just so cool. Yeah, I know. I love that one.
Cool.
Now I'm going to think about Yellow Submarine all day. So there we go. Now we got that one.
Yes.
In 1960, Roy Orbison reached #2 on the U.S. singles chart with his first hit, Only the Lonely. The Everly Brothers and Elvis Presley both turned down the song, so Orbison decided to record it himself. And I know when we were doing the pre-stuff, and I was like, I think he was the first guy to wear the sunglasses inside. He always had his sunglasses on, and I think he was a very cool guy. He was so cool.
Yeah. Well, and can you imagine being the Everly Brothers or Elvis and seeing that the song you turned down hit #2? You're like, oh, that could have been me. So
exactly. And how many people did that happen to? I hear about stuff like that all the time, and they're like, I don't like it. Or the ones that they hated the song, but they recorded it and then it became a big hit, and they're like,
yes, and then it's like, well, now we have to perform it everywhere, and I don't like that song. So
exactly,
things happen.
Exactly. A fun fact: what's Love Got to Do with It? I think that's the first Tina Turner big song when she came back.
Yeah.
Right? She hated it.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure after you sing it so many times at every single show and you hear it on the radio all the time, I'm sure it gets pretty, agitating to hear it and have to perform it. So
yeah. No, she didn't want to record it in the first place.
That's also very interesting.
Yeah. She fought tooth and nail, and then they said, you got to do it. And there you go. And then she's been famous and wonderful ever since. So.
Wow.
Let's see what's in the news at Drum Talk TV. Yeah.
Alrighty, for our Drum Talk TV news, sign up for the Drum Talk TV Brilliance Referral Program. Here's Dan to explain it.
Hey everybody, Dan here from Drum Talk TV and Drum Talk TV Brilliance. Hey, how would you like to make bank by being a premium member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance? It's easy. Like, you're a music fan, right? That's why you joined. How many other music fans do you know, right? So what if they got a discount for joining if you referred them and you got $10 for each one you refer? I mean, you'd pretty much have to be a doofus like this to miss out on something like that, right? Because being fellow music fans, we all know fellow music fans. So go ahead, invite your friends with your own code. We'll tell you how in a minute. But that way you can enjoy things like our live stream concerts, our fan Q&As with big artists, producers, and record executives, our twice-a-month game shows, and other fun things in Drum Talk TV Brilliance with your friends while giving them a discounted invitation, and you make bank. So there you go. So follow the link in this post. If you're not already a premium member, become a premium member. And if you are a premium member, you'll get an email real soon to show how to get your own invite code where you can tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends. Tell 20 friends. That's $200. Wait, what? You'd have to be like this to miss out on that. You're not like that, are you? Invite your friends. Let's have some fun together. Healthy escapism away from the nonsense and the drama and the craziness online on social. Join us, Drum Talk TV Brilliance. We're here for the fun of it. Oh, and at any time, you can become a premium member, refer your friends, and make some bank.
There he goes again.
Yes.
Did I mention that he's everywhere? He is. So everyone, just a little less than a week left for our July challenges, which ends July 31st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. the exact not the exact minute. For each challenge, first, second, and third place winners can win music store gift certificates worth up to $125. And you know, if when you're a musician, there's always something extra to purchase, right? And a chance to be interviewed on Drum Talk TV. Here's a video about the Steve Gadd Tribute Drumming Challenge. Check it out.
The Steve Gadd Tribute Drumming Challenge submissions window has been extended to July 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Play along to tracks featuring the man who's played with Al Di Meola, Simon and Garfunkel, Eric Clapton, Peter Gabriel, Steely Dan, and more. First, second, and third place winners can win a gift certificate to their favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt. Pick from 36 designs, and only shipping in the US. First place will have the chance to be interviewed live on Drum Talk TV. The tracks you play along to must be the officially released versions. They will not get muted or pulled on our platform. Record your videos horizontally. Once done, submit in our membership site, which has a free tier and a premium tier. Free members can send in 2 videos, premium members can send however many they want. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on accuracy, fan praise, and sound. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment vote under each video they like. The judging criteria is explained further on the submissions page. Go to drumtalktvbrilliance.com and join the fun!
We also have the Joey Jordison Tribute Drumming Challenge going on. Play along to tracks featuring him. It could be a Slipknot, could be another band, as long as he's on the track. Here's the video about that challenge.
Drum Talk TV Brilliance presents the Joey Jordison Tribute Drumming Challenge, running until July 31st, 2025, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Play along to tracks featuring the legendary Slipknot drummer, whether they be from that band, Scar the Martyr, Murder Dolls, many possibilities. First, second, and third place winners can win a gift certificate to their favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt. Shirts only ship in the US. And first place will have the chance to be interviewed live on Drum Talk TV. The tracks you play along to must be the officially released versions. They will not get muted or pulled from a platform. Record your videos horizontally. Once done, submit in our membership site, which has a free tier and a premium tier. Free members can send in 2 videos, premium members can send in however many they want. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on accuracy, fan praise, and sound. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment the word vote under each video they like. The judging criteria is explained further on the submissions page. Go to drumtalktvbrilliance.com and join the fun!
Every time I see that video, I'm like, oh, he's sideways. I must be wild. And still playing. That is just wild. Oh, yeah. Goodness gracious. But I'm afraid of roller coasters, so.
You want me to?
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone thinks I'm a little, oh, what? You're supposed to be tough. Not when it comes to roller coasters.
Nope, not for me.
Oh, that's scary. And the Start It Up Challenge is not just for drummers. Your video can include other instruments as long as you pretend it's like a motor and play in ostinato. Here's a video with examples.
Through July 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time, join the Start It Up Challenge at drumtalktvbrilliance.com for a chance to win prizes. This is not just for drummers. Pretend you're starting a motor and then play some sort of ostinato on your instrument. If you submit a video like this, or like this, you could win a first, second, or third place gift certificate to a favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt, only shipping in the US. First place can also have a Drum Talk TV interview. Judging criteria will be based on the following: 50% creativity, 30% playing skills, and 20% fan praise. Invite people to comment the word VOTE under your video. To get in on the challenge, you can be a free member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance and submit up to 2 videos, or become a premium member and submit as many as you'd like. So join the fun and show us what you got.
Some really great challenges we've got going on this month. That deadline is next Thursday, so get those videos in. Yes. Also, last Tuesday, we held a Drum Talk TV Brilliance game show. The game was Majority Rules, and the theme was All-American Music Artists. The next game show will be Tuesday, August 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific. And the theme will be 60s, 70s, and 80s rock bands with horns. If you go to the calendar on drumtalktvbrilliance.com, you can RSVP to the event, so the Zoom link will be sent directly to you.
I love that. I know what my favorite. Do you have a favorite one from that era?
I don't right off the top of my head, actually.
Well, mine is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's great band.
Yeah, I just saw them. Quick story. So when I was in high school, there was this guy, of course, high school age too, and he looked just like the lead singer in Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, wow. I ran over to him so quick and said I was in love with you. I did. He looked just like him. I was like, wow. I don't know if he knew it, but if you're out there, that's the reason why I thought it was cute. So anyway, another story. So I couldn't help it. So yesterday there was also an All-American Drummers theme on Under the Influence, which is Dan's show with Lou Colorado. And at 1:30 Pacific, after this current news broadcast, Dan will go live with Dr. Joyce Yang for another episode of Drumming Injury Talk, this time talking about lower back pain. And everybody, that's not just a musician thing.
No.
Everybody deals with lower back pain. If you sit down at the desk a long time, if you have a very physical job, all of those things. And so if you have anything or know someone who is dealing with that, tune in and you might find and hear about something that can help them or help you.
Yes, I know I'll be tuning in at the ripe old age of 21. My back hurts sometimes too, so it might be helpful.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Well, I'm guilty too, girl, so don't feel bad because I do too. But I was a nurse 10 trillion quadrillion years ago, and a patient fell on me.
Oh no.
And my back has been crazy ever since. But it's not, after a while, it was okay. But because I do murals and I'm climbing up and doing stuff on ladders all the time. And after that, my back starts to act up. But so all of a sudden now they start, oh, she's so, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's just, this means that you don't have to be one thing or another to have some back pain. And it's a good thing to find out more things to do to help you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, over on Yes Shift, Stephen interviewed Craig Marr of XOX Xeno last Saturday about the new album Luminous Voyage. And then this past Wednesday, Stephen and Dan celebrated the second Yes album, Time and a Word, turning 55 this week.
Wow. You know what? What is it about? And I've asked Dan this before too. I was like, what it is about a time in music where it seems to be this classic and it just keeps coming back, and there's people that are way up there and they're still performing. What is that? What is it about that music and that time? If anybody out there has a question or has a comment about it, please feel free to chime in, because it just seems that way, doesn't it?
It really does. It's, all of those artists from that era are continuing on or releasing new projects, or we're constantly talking about music from that era here, and it's just really beautiful how long music can last.
Exactly. So time from some sad news, and it's been a very, I don't want to use the word interesting, it's been a time because there's so many wonderful,
Yeah.
iconic people that have passed. And we give our condolences and our heartfelt thank you for everything that you brought to our lives, because all of you have. So,
And now a moment to acknowledge those who have passed.
Alan Bergman, Oscar winning lyricist behind hits like The Way We Were, passed away last Thursday, July 17th. His family made the announcement this week, and ABC reported that the family's spokesman, Ken Sunshine, wrote in a statement Bergman suffered from respiratory issues in recent months, but continued to write songs until the very end. He worked with his wife, Marilyn, on many songs for movies and television themes over the years, and artists like Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, and Tony Bennett performed their material. Barbra Streisand also became a frequent collaborator and friend to the couple. Alan was 99 years old.
Our deepest condolences. He had a very long and lovely life. Also this week, George Koumans, guitarist and founding member of Dutch band Golden Earring, passed away this week. According to Yahoo, his family revealed that he died due to complications of ALS, which he had been battling since 2020. In a statement, his family shared, quote, "We say goodbye to a great musician and composer whose work reached far beyond Golden Earring. George was a beloved husband, father, grandfather, but above all, a friend." Koumans' diagnosis ended plans for a farewell tour, but prior to his passing, the band had announced a farewell event titled One Last Night, scheduled for January of 2026. As of now, the show will still go on, and additional musicians will join the band, and all proceeds will go to ALS research. George Koumans was 77 years old.
Thank you. And our producer just corrected me. I misspoke. It was CBS who reported the family spokesman's Ken Sunshine. So it was CBS instead, and my apologies. So Chuck Mangione, which is one of my all-time favorites, the contemporary jazz musician behind the hit Feels So Good, passed away earlier this week. According to Billboard, the news broke on Thursday in the Rochester First, a local newspaper in Mangione's hometown. The funeral home noted that he passed away in his sleep, not citing a cause of death. He infused his work with lighter, pop-inspired techniques, allowing him to gain attention in the mainstream. He landed 5 entries on the Billboard Hot 100 with tracks like Hill Where the Lord Hides, Chase the Clouds Away, Land of Make Believe, Give It All You Got, and Feels So Good, which peaked at number 2. He also he also won 2 Grammys and was nominated for 14 over the course of his lifetime. He was 84 years old.
Thank you. And of course, the great Ozzy Osbourne passed away on Tuesday, July 22nd. The New York Times reported that his family's statement did not specify a cause or where he died. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease some years ago and had recently been treated for the condition. Just this month, on July 5th, he brought Black Sabbath back together one last time for a farewell performance in his hometown of Birmingham, England. The New York Times called him a, quote, pioneer of 2 wildly popular entertainment genres, heavy metal music and reality television. Osbourne had repeatedly announced his retirement over the years, with not one but 2 series of live performances titled No More Tours in 1992 and No More Tours 2 in 2018. Just a few weeks ago, his wife Sharon Osbourne announced their official retirement, telling news sources that they wished to live out their lives doing what they wanted to do with no itineraries. Ozzy's daughter Kelly Osbourne also got engaged on July 5th to Sid Wilson of Slipknot. Ozzy Osbourne was 76 years old and will be dearly missed.
Absolutely. Yeah. The fact that he was in so much pain, but he insisted on doing that last concert to say goodbye to all his fans is that that tells you what kind of person he was. And so he will be
Yes.
absolutely sorely missed.
Yes.
Wow. And of course, we have to talk about the many tributes of Ozzy Osbourne that have come out this week. Artists of all generations and genres shared an outpouring of love and support on social media this week. The Osbourne family put out a statement sharing the news with more sadness than mere words can convey on Tuesday, stating that he passed away surrounded by family and love. Gavin Rossdale of Bush has one of was one of the many artists to send condolences and share memories of Ozzy, writing that he met Ozzy just a few times, but he was so warm and kind and funny, and I love that memory. Sharon responded to his tribute post first with a simple bless you. She has since responded to other messages and artists like Metallica, Billy Joel, Armstrong, Tom Morello, Elton John, Pearl Jam, Gene Simmons, Rick Wakeman, and so many more have shared heartfelt tributes, memories, and offered condolences. Members of Black Sabbath each posted their own tributes, reminiscing on the good times together and feeling grateful for the last chance to perform as a band earlier this month. Additionally, Judas Priest performed at Scarborough Open Air Theatre in England on July 23rd and Parkway, and partway through the first I'm getting emotional. Sorry, everybody. And partway through the set, frontman Rob Halfort took a moment to honor the Prince of Darkness, dedicating the song Giants in the Sky to the icon. So I'm sorry.
No
Apologies.
worries. It's been a very heavy week in music news with this passing, and of course, we just extend our condolences to the family and anyone who knew him. A great icon was lost.
Absolutely.
Now let's see what's been going on this week in the music industry.
All right, on a little bit of a lighter note, on Monday, July 21st, Doja Cat took to X, formerly Twitter, with three simple words: L'album est complet. The album is complete in English, accompanied by a croissant emoji. Billboard reported the rapper's album V, which translates to life in French. I took a few years of French, so I know a little bit of it. The album is expected this fall, her first LP since 2023's Scarlet, which reached number 4 on the Billboard 200. Doja Cat revealed in a previous cover story that the album has a pop-focused sound. In that interview, she said, quote, "I do want to be self-aware enough to admit the fact that this is a pop-driven project. Listeners haven't gotten any official tastes of the new music yet, though now deleted clips of unreleased songs have circulated on social media."
Well,
So
congratulations.
very interesting news.
She is, and she's a very
Yes.
interesting artist too. I'll give her that one. She keeps it lively.
She does indeed.
So, Sir Tom Jones announced Tuesday that he is postponing a concert in Germany due to an upper respiratory infection. According to Billboard, the concert, originally scheduled for July 22nd, will now take place on July 28th. The musician assured fans that tickets will still be valid for the later date, thanking fans for their understanding. Jones is currently embarking on an all summer long European tour that will wrap up in late August. He celebrated his 85th birthday in June, which he rang in on the set of The Voice UK, where he's been a coach for 14 seasons. I didn't even know that. I know my favorite Tom Jones song though. I know it. You want to hear?
Oh yeah,
You know,
sure.
just because. What's new, pussycat? Oh, what's new, pussycat? I love that one.
That's a
I
good
know.
one. That is a good one.
I'm not sure how
Yeah.
appropriate it is anymore, but it was the time. So I love that. I do. I love that song. I
Yes.
think it's fun.
Yes. A cryptic billboard that appeared this week on Los Angeles' Sunset Boulevard has sparked buzz among Fleetwood Mac fans, seemingly teasing a long-awaited reissue of Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham's 1973 album Buckingham Nicks. According to Billboard, the billboard featured the album's original cover art, showing Nicks and Buckingham side by side and topless, as well as their names and the date September 19th. The board was placed near Sound City Studios, where the album was originally tracked. The pair also posted corresponding Instagram posts earlier this week with lyrics from the album's cut song Frozen Love. Nicks posted, quote, "And if you go forward," while Buckingham posted, quote, "I'll meet you there," completing a line from the chorus. On Wednesday, CBS News reported that the pair confirmed the reissue, posting a video of the billboard going up and stating in the caption that the first single, Crying in the Night, is available now, and the album will be out September 19th. So that is very exciting news.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I didn't think they would ever do anything together again. So this is pretty revolutionary, if you're asking me, but very cool.
Yes.
So Billy Joel shared a health update this week after being diagnosed with normal pressure hydrocephalus back in May. Oh, good. According to Billboard reporting, a podcast interview with Bill Maher was posted on Monday, in which Joel shared that he feels all right overall as he deals with his condition. He shared, "It's not fixed. It's still being worked on." He also said, "My balance sucks. It's like being on a boat." The condition due to a buildup of cerebral spinal, there it is, fluid in the skull can impair brain functions like thinking, concentrating, memory, movement, and more. According to the Cleveland Clinic, Joel's team shared at the time of his diagnosis that he will undergo a specific kind of therapy to treat the condition that has so far impacted his hearing, vision, and balance. "I feel good," he said. He added, "They keep referring to what I have as a brain disorder, so it sounds a lot worse than what I'm feeling." So, if has anybody ever had an ear infection? Have you ever had an ear infection that you remember since a baby?
Maybe when I was a child, but not one that I really remember.
So, it's kind of like that because when you have an ear infection, it's ear, nose, and throat. So, anytime it infects this area, you can get very dizzy or that kind of stuff. But ear infections are famous for it. Anything like that, you just get super dizzy, and
Yeah.
pretty icky too. I feel pretty icky too. So, God bless you, Billy
Yeah.
Joel, and hopefully a nice and complete and full recovery.
Yes. And, we're glad that he's feeling better than everyone kind of makes it out to be. So, alrighty. During a concert in San Francisco, pop superstar Katy Perry nearly fell into the crowd after a midair malfunction occurred with the butterfly prop she was soaring on. Billboard reported that the prop partially slipped from the wire during her performance of 2013 hit song Roar, forcing her to pause and regain her balance. After the show, Perry posted a screen grab of her terrified expression during the drop with the message, "Good night, San Fran," on her Instagram story. In late June, a sphere she was riding began tilting during a performance in Australia, causing her to grab the cable for safety. Other artists have also experienced similar prop malfunctions recently, like Beyoncé did earlier this month during a concert in Houston. So, we hope that as the props for concerts get more sophisticated and exciting, we also hope that they get higher safety and they are, connected properly. So
that's true, and that's why I don't do roller coasters. Thank you so much. I know. No,
yes.
it is scary, and sometimes I wonder. I know that it's about, really doing something extra special for the crowd, but
Hmm.
some of that stuff is just, ooh, it scares me. It scares me. But and God
Yes,
bless them that you're strong and brave enough to do it. So I'm not mad at you. You do what you got to do, people.
yes, of
But wow,
course,
that's rough. That's a rough time.
of
So
course.
something near and dear to my heart, and I'm going to tell you why. So why? Because I can. So 3 years ago, 3 years ago, a sequel to This Is Spinal Tap was confirmed to be in the works. Parade reported that the first trailer of the film has been unveiled. The film, Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, reunites Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, and Harry Shearer, I apologize, under the direction of Rob Reiner, as well as some very special guests such as Questlove, Elton John, Paul McCartney, and others. The film will hit theaters on September 12th, 41 years after the original film was released. So, why is it special to me? Because the famous Dan Schinder is mentioned in the first movie. So, quick note. So, when we were starting to date, he had mentioned that to me. And I
Mhm.
said, listen, guy, you're full of, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, right. You don't have to play all that with me. And so I was like, sure you are. Went home, looked it up, and yeah, he is. It was little Danny Schinder or Danny Schinder, and he's one of the drummers that blew up. So, Mr. Reiner, if you're out there, hey, you need to have him in the background someplace with like soot all over him or something and say, yeah, I survived the blow up or whatever. But yeah, Dan is actually mentioned in the first movie. So check it out. See, you don't have to take my word for it. Check it out and see if I'm telling the truth. But yeah, he's in there, which is pretty cool.
Yes, that is a very cool fun fact and something I learned actually from you fairly early on. So that's a really fun thing that I always have in the back of my head. And by the way, Nja, I just gotta say, I love your stories and just everything you share is so fun and it makes the whole news desk just so much brighter. So thank you for all
Oh,
of those.
thank you. Thank you. That's the part of getting old because you got all these stories. I got stories. I got stories and more stories. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. And I love sharing them. To me, this is just so much fun.
Of yes. Okay, the last surviving member of the Monkees is hitting the road again 55 years after the band officially broke up in 1970. Parade reported that Mickey Dolenz, who turned 80 this year, took to social media to announce his performance at the 175th Allen County Fair in Lima, Ohio on August 17th. He will be joined by The Circle and Direct Energy. The tour doesn't end there, though. He has a full list of dates on his website starting in August and running through November, hitting spots all over the US, even Hawaii. That is really cool. I, remember seeing a few episodes of the Monkey Show on TV, um, you know, reruns and everything, and that's just really cool that he's taking his time at the age of 80 to tour and continue making and celebrating the music that they made so long ago.
I know it's crazy. I enjoyed watching them too. It's so much fun, and it just I loved it. And it's that he's the last one. I'm glad he's out there. I'm glad he's out there and performing. But I
Yeah.
remember when the first one passed, and I was like, "What's happening?" And it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, they brought a lot of joy, and I'm glad he's still out there bringing more joy to everyone. So good for you. Good for you, Mister. Okay, so for only the fourth time in history, the Grand Ole Opry is heading to Carnegie Hall in New York City. The venues made a joint announcement Thursday that Carnegie Hall presents an evening with the Grand Ole Opry is coming to the iconic NYC venue on March 20th, 2026. The event will celebrate 250 years of the United States of America and 100 years of the Grand Ole Opry. The statement said, the evening is part of Carnegie Hall's United in Sound America at 250 festival, reflecting on the 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The press release continued. Did I say relief? Sorry. Yep. The press release continued. The Opry has only visited Carnegie Hall 3 other times in history, in 1947, 1961, and 2005. On November 28th this year, the Opry will celebrate the 100th anniversary of its 1925 inaugural broadcast with an all-star Opry member show. More details are to come on that. You know, as a New York chick, I didn't know anything about the Grand Ole Opry. I had no idea. I didn't know, and I know they was down at Carnegie Hall, but come on now. I wasn't exposed to it. But when we
Yeah.
moved to Vegas, because it's the West Coast, but it's kind of, you have a little more Southern influences there, is when I
Yeah.
finally was exposed to it. And I was surprised because one of my old time favorites that I absolutely love, and I didn't even know I should have known, is Patsy Cline. I love
Oh
her.
yeah. Yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course she would have performed on there. And then I was able to go back in time and, look up stuff and everything. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I was able to be exposed to that via Patsy Cline because the woman was amazing.
Yes. And you know what? I actually have my own little story about Carnegie Hall. Last summer, May of 2024, I was given the great opportunity to join my old high school choir and a bunch of other people from across the US and travel to New York City and perform Mozart's Requiem at Carnegie Hall. And it was super special because my sister also got to go on the trip, and it was the most fun. I love New York, and it was just a beautiful experience, and I'm so happy that I get to say that I sang in Carnegie Hall in front of hundreds of people, and it was really, really an awesome experience.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh, congratulations. New York is a very interesting place, isn't it? It has a vibe
It
all
really
its
is.
own. It's just so. Oh, I got stories for that, but some of them are not that nice, so I'll just leave that alone. But did you get a chance to eat Frank, or other people call it a hot dog? Did you get a chance to eat a Frank from the cart?
Yes, we did go and, get some food cart lunch and everything. And I've been to New York now 3 times, and I've seen a couple of Broadway shows each time I've been there. So that trip specifically, I actually got to go see Wicked on Broadway, and that
Oh,
was
nice.
beautiful. So
Oh, good. You have
yeah.
to have pizza, and you gotta have
Yes.
a Frank. I have another name for it, but I won't say it on here because people probably don't know. But pizza, you gotta have a Frank. Let's see what
Yeah.
else. And you gotta have. Did you get a pastrami sandwich?
No, we did not get a pastrami sandwich, not this time, but
You got to get a pastrami sandwich. They're this
yes.
big. Oh, you gotta get one.
Yes. Yes.
And if they try to keep the pickle away, you go up there and say, "Give me my pickle." You have to have
Yep.
one with the sandwich. That's
Gotta
right.
have a pickle. Yes.
The important stuff in life. Thank you, everyone.
Here's a reminder
Yes.
of what's coming up
Alrighty,
soon on
guys.
Drum Talk TV.
Yeah, so don't forget to submit your videos to our 3 challenges this month. Free members can submit 2 videos, while premium members will submit however many they want. The submission deadline is next Thursday, July 31st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time.
And you can check out the calendar on drumtalktvbrilliance.com for our upcoming events and broadcasts, including game shows, interviews, and fan and artist Q&As.
Thank you, everyone, and have a happy Friday.
Yes, enjoy your weekend.